All right.
Okay, Nolan, we are at the end of our frame. We did it. We did. And I thank you so much for sitting down and having this quick conversation with me, because one of the things that I don't think I communicate well enough that I need your help with is you didn't know what you were expecting. Like you just said, okay, I'm new with Vimeo, and we got this speech coach that we worked with last year, and here I come in and we introduce ourselves, and you weren't really sure what to expect and everything else. So if you're talking to somebody who's putting on an enterprise conference like Vimeo Reframe, how would you explain two things? What you were expecting, and then what it ended up really happening, to kind of help people paint a picture of why you feel I was a valuable resource.
Oh my goodness. So I mean, the best way I could think to put it is there's a speaker coaches, and then there's Patty. As far as I'm concerned, speaker coaches, in my experience, they'll help the speaker with their hand gestures. They'll help them with their voice and tone. They may sometimes help a little bit with their content and their story, but it's really about the presentation on stage. Patty is so much more than a speaker coach. Patty helped me with everything. She helped me chase down our customers and our clients. She helped me with content. She helped me think through storylines. She helped flesh out PowerPoint presentations. She helped follow up with our customers, make sure that they knew where they needed to be, when they needed to be there. And that's all before we even got on set. That's the 6-7 months that we worked together.
Yeah.
Then when we got here, I mean, I don't know what I would do without you, honestly.
Oh, thank you.
Patty is incredible. If I could have duplicated myself, it wouldn't have been as good as having Patty here with me. I don't really know what else to say about it.
And one thing, I know the production team isn't here, but from the production perspective, because you were in that, like that got tough. Like this is Vimeo. I mean, we've got video, it's not just slides with computer note. I mean, like we've got to make this highly produced. And one of the key pieces that I heard from the production team was it was nice to be able to just go to somebody that kind of knew the source of truth and could go get this and go get this and go get that. And so from your perspective, how would you paint the picture between here's the team that's creating the visuals, here's the product team creating the script, here's the legal team and getting this all done? And the way I visualize it is I kind of put myself here to make all these things flow well, but they don't even know that I'm not an employee. Like I just kind of insert myself.
Yeah, you've been completely ingrained in our team.
And so how would you maybe share that if you were talking to another Nolan in the world?
Yeah.
And they were trying to decide, I don't need a speaker coach. Like they're not helpful.
Right. Well, first of all, a lot of people probably don't even know what they don't know until they're in the situation. Especially when you're trying to connect to production, with the speakers, with the content. There's a lot of nitpicky, all the things we had to do on the slides, blank slides with these notes and this format to make sure that everything lined up, and then working with the production team, being able to speak the language of a marketer, being able to speak the language of a content person, of a production person, of a speaker themselves, understanding the customer aspect and those relationships and how important those are to maintain for your customer,
right?
Are all just incredibly valuable, and it's just so much more than teaching somebody how to talk and look good on stage.
I always say, people's like, you do so much more than tell people to stop saying
Oh my gosh.
Okay, well I really appreciate you. I really hope we have a chance to do this again. But if I'm gonna close out of this, and if you wouldn't mind just giving a quick riff on if you are considering getting help for your enterprise conference or yourself as an executive or whatever the case may be. And you say there's speaker coaches and then there's Patty. I'm going to sneak out, and do you mind just looking at Eric and giving a quick testimonial?
Yes.
Okay.
100%. I think that most enterprises, when they try and put on conferences like this, quite frankly, they don't know what they're getting into. A lot of enterprises don't have full events teams or have minimal events resources. If you're in that position and you don't know how to make it work, somebody like Patty is who you need. Actually, not somebody like Patty. Patty is who you need. There's nobody that I've ever met in this type of space who can wear as many different hats as Patty. Ingrain yourself deeply into that team. Understand the customer relationships. I have had no problem ever asking Patty to go connect with our customers, connect with our speakers on our behalf. And I know when I do that she's going to handle it professionally, and I trust her as much as I would anybody within Vimeo.